Well, welcome to the Browns vlog. It's quite a while since we've actually posted anything. I've been fairly busy through the end of 2018 because we're planning to move house, so I spent a lot of time renovating the house that we're in and decorating it. We got it up for sale. We were up for sale for about 12 weeks before we actually got an offer on the house, although we showed about 30 sets of people around the house. House sales in the UK were fairly slow towards the end of last year, but we've got a sale now. We've found somewhere to move to. One of the things that we've done in the past is a lot of music. We used to play a lot, but the house we're in at the moment was a bit small, so I didn't really have any room to have all my gear out. My piano's in storage at the moment, and I haven't got anywhere for drums or anything. But in the new house we're moving to, there's going to be enough room to set out a rehearsal space with all the instruments and equipment. And previously I'd sold my PA system. I'd sold the mixer and the speakers because I didn't really have room for them here. So I've decided I'm going to have to replace those. The first thing I've bought is the mixer. And I managed to get a mixer in the sales here after Christmas at a reasonable price. Buying a mixer was quite difficult. There's so many on the market, and I hadn't really, in the middle of changing really from analog mixers to digital mixers. I didn't really have enough money to buy a fully fledged digital mixer with motorised faders and all the stuff that looks nice in the studios. But I also wanted something that's going to be reasonably compact to take out with us on gigs and not too complex to set up. I'd looked at a number of different options from the various manufacturers that are out there. I'd looked at Soundcraft. They do some reasonable mixers. What I really wanted as well was something that would act as a multi-track USB interface for my computer for recording. So that really restricted us down to probably the Soundcraft MTK range or Presonus or something like that. So the number of tracks I wanted as well, obviously the Soundcraft one was either 12 tracks or 22, and I wanted something in the middle. So I have actually gone with the Presonus AR16. Because it's 18 track mixer with 16 input tracks and 2 playback from the USB. It is a full multi-track, so I can record 16 instruments on it, or 16 tracks separately through onto the computer for mixing at a later stage. That's reasonably compact for taking to gigs and things. It fits in a 19-inch rack, so I'll probably put it into a case before we start going out on the road again, so give it a bit of protection. I was quite fortunate. I got this in the sale from Rich Tone Music in Sheffield in the post-Christmas sale period. Right, whilst I don't usually do unboxing videos, the mixer arrived yesterday with the courier, and the packaging was fairly well bashed. The packaging was quite damaged on the outside, so I decided to video it just in case there was any damage inside and I needed to make a claim against somebody. So I'll just run through the unboxing video briefly. You can see, looking at this first corner, there's a hole in the packaging, and also it's been well crushed, that side. The other corner's crushed as well, so it's been dropped on both sides at some time during its journey. And again on the bottom there, come around to the front of the packaging, you can see there's a large bash in the bottom, which has indented the cardboard quite deeply there. So I'm just hoping there's no damage on the inside. Again, other corner here, that's crushed as well. Fetched a knife from the kitchen, and here's the unboxing. I'll speed it up so I'm not boring you with right, out the packaging, out the plastic. Right, looks okay, no bits missing, no breakages. Now here's the bits that came with it. You've got the instructions there, and then we've got USB A to B lead. Got a mains lead, and attached to that are the screws for the rack ears. And then we've got a pair of rack ears here as well, one for either side. Right, so here's a view of the rear of the mixer, and here's the front. So you can see the inputs, the SD card recorder, the EQ section, the auxiliary and FX returns, and there's the main faders. So that's a 16 channel input, 18 channels all together with the SD card. Right, so thankfully there was no problem with it. It all worked okay. So I'd just like to say a big thanks to Rich Tone Music in Sheffield for doing this at a good price for me. And hopefully once we moved house, I can get a new PA system sorted out, and we can start doing some decent rehearsals. In the meantime, I've got the mixer set up here in my small recording studio here, and I've got another microphone connected to it. I've got keyboards, a small keyboard in here, and I've got my guitar processor connected to it directly. I mean, eventually, once I get the new recording and rehearsal facilities set up, I'm going to have at least 2 microphones into it, probably 2 acoustic guitars, one electric from the processor. I'm going to have a rolling piano. I'm going to have a latest electronic drums. I'm going to have probably my small Korg keyboard, and I've got a Korg synthesizer box as well. So I'm probably going to end up using most of those 16 inputs, at least for recording. And then for once we go out and do live work, I've got built-in FX, because my singer likes a bit of reverb when she's singing. So I say I'll do a series on this as I get to learn to use it, and once we start to do some live practice when we've moved house, which hopefully will be shortly. Anyway, Browns are back for 2019. I'm going to try and do quite a few more videos for this year to try and let you all know what we're doing. Okay, thanks for watching, and goodbye for now. Happy New Year!